Morana. Listen, we are in full geesh for y'all. Are you kidding? You better live.
I heard you can read the doll and said let's be Chucky. Before we get into the episode, how's your week been?
How are you doing? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, oh, we got 100 views on the last video, which is actually about 75 more than I thought we would get.
And like 50% might have been between the two of us.
Yeah, we have been rewatching.
The fact that y'all doubled it.
No, thank you so much. This is 100 does not sound like a lot in the like scheme of things.
But we surely don't have 100
But, like,
friends, so that like means that like
yeah,
there's
like if
people
I
there.
was at the drink and there was 100 people there, I'd be gagged. So thank you. Hey, to check that off the list. I went to see Long Legs and that was really fun.
oh honey, long legs.
No, because now we can block each other's face.
Wait, can we not do that before?
No, the angle was number 3.
We've switched up our angle.
New angles. I'm gonna take a picture of what our setup looks like right now because it does look a little janky and crazy.
No,
So this is our setup. It's masking tape taped together on an iPad. And then we look gorgeous. If you see my boy hairline, that's none of my business.
You know what it's giving? It's giving me old school drag. Like it's giving me like, I miss like on season 3 when it was like, we are at like the dog show of drag hair. Like it's giving like, we need big, we need wild, and we need it now. And
I'm Christina Aguilera, Lady Marmalade.
you know what? She follows me on Instagram. Yeah, that's my claim to fame. And you know what? You should too. Follow the divas on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us.
That was so seamless.
I'm the queen of seamless transitions. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Monet.
How do we feel about the new season? They were saying they're trying to make pucking happen. Queen of the Mother Pucking World.
Yeah. Well,
They're
yeah.
trying to make that happen. I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah, just stick to the A's.
Yeah.
And the queen of the
Like
North.
hockey, like this is a gay show. We don't
Like
need
we're
sports.
not claiming to. Could you imagine? Like they like really drove that home.
into
They were like,
sports.
you get the golden hockey stick.
I mean, that's what Boa was doing in her promo season 1.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's been done.
What if they do a hockey challenge like they did a wrestling challenge? That would be so gagalicious. The girls on ice.
First to enter the workroom is Alexis. She was in a wedding gown. Is this the time to give wedding? Like, is that what this is?
Yeah, I don't know, but I appreciate that she's trying to make it like she's making it a Roxy Andrews effect of being like, this is my season, like this is about me, and I appreciate that effort.
Can I be vulnerable? I don't think I liked Alexis in this episode. I think she performed well, and I liked her at the end when she was reading Eureka. We're getting like this. But throughout the episode, I found her kind of arrogant.
She didn't seem like she was being disrespectful to anybody, like in interactions. Like she didn't seem.
Yeah, it was
she
more in
just
her confessionals.
Loved herself, and that is so real, because I love her too.
Okay.
Cheryl was next in, and she immediately walked in and gave Alexis her flowers, which I respect. Excuse me.
No, if I was in the room with Alexis and Kennedy, I would
Like
shitting myself.
icon. Like what?
And she called her mediocre in a mediocre wedding dress, which was kind of silly.
Gaggy. Looks done. Cheryl, she
I
dropped
guess
the hole. I didn't know that.
I guess the only sin is that it's boring, but
Well, but like the entrances.
At least it was pretty.
You can't knock it. Yeah, you got a win is a win.
she needs to take them where she can get them. And then they were like, okay, we need some Canadian girls, as if the production wasn't like, okay, tee up some Canadian girls. So they did, and then we got Tainomi.
The icon, love of my life. I literally, God. How did you feel?
I can't talk about this outfit, or else you're gonna get mad at me.
See, I won't, cause like, I could see what you would say, but I could also see how it would be wrong. So
Then I guess we'll leave it there. Next, LaPhil. LaPhil looked
Your
so
icon.
good.
We've been using the wrong pronouns for LaPhil. That's rotted. They go by he, they.
Yes.
And
Did
they're an icon.
Cancel me. LaPhil
Is delivering
is
consistently.
coming up
Consistently delivering.
as my, like, she's... I'm gonna cut that.
You better not.
Okay.
You better be accountable.
No, this is me being accountable to my actions.
Can you see my
I
toes?
formally apologize if I have ever misgendered LaPhil, and I will continue to misgender them.
Their non-binary teas valid.
They've not missed.
The only reason they were an underdog was because you just didn't watch their season. But like,
Yes. Well, yes.
watching their season, I'm also not gagged. Like, I'm not shocked. I am gagged because they're giving, but I'm not shocked because like they also consistently game on their season. So I'm so excited, and I can't wait for them to win a challenge because I see it for them for sure.
No. The balloons on the hair is actually incredible. Remember when Cher was like, "Is there actual helium in these?" Like, yes, girl.
No, I love the helium trick. It never gets old. To
We
me.
should have got helium. No, we were gonna do that. No, you know what this look was?
Post-apocalyptic?
This look was Alexis Mateo in her inaugural.
Inaugural.
Come on, Poppy.
Poppy, I want you to
Bam.
come home.
That's what I'm gonna put it side by side because that's what this look is. She was on Reddit
She's
and
gonna
saw
reference-
that Alexis was gonna be
Because
there.
Reddit knew it in advance.
Because
Based
Reddit-
on the grinder activity, of course.
Yeah, they always do. That in their Republican convention, they have their finger on the pulse.
Figure out Paul.
We're not using this. Okay, move on.
Wow, so you're gonna get dragged.
Who
Who was next? Fierce?
Fierce was next. I like the fact that she used her pro-love dress. I wish she like stoned it badly.
No. Oh, badly?
Yeah, I wish she just like dotted stones on it.
No.
Something.
It's so authentic. It's such like, I want to see this like 20 years down the line in like a vintage drag shop. Like this is like wearable art. Right? Wowie.
The
purse.
wowie matching is kind of insane.
The
Like that's cosmic.
No,
I
I know
know.
me being like, I saw that straggly piece of dead flyaway.
Oh, she called the
ugly
dog hair. The dog hair.
They had some good commentary. Nothing gets me like the like, who's it gonna be? Oh my goodness.
There was a moment where it was, I don't remember who it was, but Alexis was there and she was like, Who is this? Wait, I don't, and she was so confused, and then the second it got up, she was like, oh, I knew it.
But Fierce's look, it's what it was supposed to be. So she delivered.
She definitely was there in that dress.
And they gagged.
From the smell.
Well, no, Eureka was next.
Oh, Eureka looked so good.
Yeah.
Eureka looked the best to me. Other than LaFell.
Her makeup is really, really just the tea.
I love how she kept it on.
Oh yeah. And then we have the diva, Lokahana, your pick to win originally. We're not gonna get into how she ended up doing yet. But
Went home first on Drag Race Fans, so I can't do much worse than that.
and she was right. She could just do as worse. And
Wah, wah.
no, this isn't even shady. I can't find her.
You wanna follow her on Instagram?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Is it Kahana? No, it's Kahina, no?
I feel like it is Kahina, but it's not. I feel like she probably just didn't get the app. We're gonna have to.
She probably deleted her Instagram. After this episode. Moving on. No, the outfit was ugly. Let's move on. I don't even want to talk about it. She looked like Sissy Superstar.
I can't find it. She wears. I can't find it anywhere. I can't. Like I can't.
That was last. Lemon was in yellow. Who the fuck is surprised? Let's move on to the main challenge.
Wait, no, Kennedy.
Oh my god, Kennedy was there too. She looked
came
fine.
out in her flower gown.
She looked fine.
It was Kennedy and Alexis knowing nobody, especially Kennedy. Oh my god.
Kennedy being unshamed.
Kennedy knowing nobody.
Of course she wouldn't. Why
Like,
the
she
fuck?
doubled down on the All Stars 3 BB-isms of being like, well, did I watch any
The
season after mine? No. I don't know what the other girls are doing.
Blah, 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 blah.
How did Barbara Walters sound?
Welcome to 60 Minutes.
Should I do Barbara Walters for Snatch Game?
My name is Baba Wawa. Welcome to 60 Minutes.
Lemon looks pretty. Lemon loves a big poofy yellow thing.
Yeah.
You like did like a hiccup emote when I said lemon slay. So do you just agree?
It was like fine.
She didn't like clear.
I have no memory of it. Was just
Pretty.
I remember it being yellow.
No.
Which
yeah.
I mean,
a lot of the times all I like remember is like big, wavy, yellow, shiny.
but I remember
that's
I wasn't offended by it, so I
That's all I
can't
need.
mad. I feel like we're out of the era of the entrance line. I feel like the entrance line has been played out. I feel like
all I want from it is just to be stupid and silly. Real.
You know what I thought was so silly? When Tainomi said her line, she said,
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful, hate me because you're ugly.
and then
Cheryl,
the girls went, oh. Out of Drag Brooklyn looked like Richard Simmons.
Wait, who was like hitting on
Side
Brooklyn
by
at the time?
side.
Who was it? And then like, what do we think about the beaver?
Oh yeah, the Beaver. I like the Beaver because I like lip sync Finger Life. I think
Same.
it's better. It's
And I
like
like
the stakes
Picket.
are higher.
It's actually gold now.
And for her,
The beaver.
they made it gold. She
Oh,
got
they
her All-Stars
actually-
lips.
They actually goldified it because it was just poo poo brown. Poo
Filler
poo
queen.
brown.
I would have said bronze, but
Yeah, well, you would have been wrong.
Brown.
Um,
Kennedy not knowing shit. Kennedy being like, so this is what y'all doing in Canada.
Angell does the confessional where they're like, these boys are getting out of drag and some of them are kind of hot.
So silly.
And then she like we've gotten to a point of Drag Race where it's like Drag Race is no longer a parody of itself. We are like a
It
meta
is the parody.
like it's like not only is it a meta parody of itself, but then it's like critiquing its own meta-ness.
It's like this
like-
parody is so silly.
Yeah,
but
like it's a Black Mirror episode. Like we're about like 35 minutes away from Skibbity Toilet being on Snatch Game. Like we're
is this how they really feel? Are they being told to say this? How is this coming up? Is this really what's on their mind? Are they saying this because they're trying to stand out? Are they saying this because they're trying to be liked? Are they saying this because it's being fed to them? Are they saying this because they're reliving their last season where they were in the same spot, but now in Canada? Like, it's just...
yeah.
Cool.
I love Drag Race.
Fierceless just asked if there's gonna be a Canadian alliance, and Lemon just doesn't.
Lemon trying so hard not to answer.
Lemon just doesn't want to be in an alliance with Fierce.
Eureka ends up with Lucahana, and Eureka's selling this. I am like the representative of
the garbage people. It was giving the Canadian girls had their own thing.
Yeah.
The like British girls were doing their thing.
Kennedy did not know anybody else.
Kennedy and Alexis wanted nothing to do with Eureka, so then Eureka said, "I need a friend." That's what it was giving. Oh, they got put into teams. All the songs were terrible, so it kind of didn't matter.
The team choosing kind of shocked me. It was very like some people were like
I like
so
this.
smart about it to me. Like some people, I was like, well,
Yeah.
yes, that's exactly what I would do. But some of the choices seemed a little random.
I like this format of picking teams.
Me too.
I think this is like a cool way to do it. Okay, wait, let's break down the teams.
Kennedy,
Cheryl,
and Lemon.
Like,
Super group. Super
yeah,
group.
like you can't look at these three girls and say that they're gonna do bad in a girl group challenge.
No.
Like you can't see that group and be like, they're not gonna win. So.
But like they even so exceeded expectations to me, and I just ate it.
Yeah, for real.
Like,
it was disrespectful.
It was Team Opulence. You earned everything.
No, it wasn't called Opulence. What was it called? It had a really terrible name. I don't remember it. It did. It wasn't just called Opulence. It was called Fierce sitting down with her group and immediately being like, I didn't want this team. And she was real for that. I wanted to be the one where I could be a bitch, but...
What?
Yes, the challenge was girl groups. They had to write verses. They had to do their own choreography.
And overall, there was clear. There was very clear breaks. Like,
They judged them in teams because it was very clear. Like, Lemon's hair looked like ramen noodles. Challenge. But it was yellow, so I didn't expect Kennedy to hit as hard as she did.
Yeah. She said, what'd she say, hypertension? I was like, you better. Bogus. We're using the word bogus. Like, that is the stuff I live for. Bogus. And then she said hocus pocus. Like, to me, out of that team, I feel like Cheryl got a bit outshined because she was with a literal rapstress, and Kennedy just like superstar.
I thought, surprise, LaPhil should have won. They did really, really good.
Should have won.
Should have won is like a little crazy.
But did well, yeah.
I think if it wasn't judging teams, they would have been in the top. Instead of maybe Cheryl. Just because Cheryl was a little outshined.
That could be reached for, yes, I feel. But now it's my turn to fangirl. Tainomi, also slain. I love that she said the word beat over and over again. I loved her flow. I loved her movements. Their team was honestly really good, and the little clips of Fierce, I think yawning at one point.
They loved zooming in on her and not knowing what's going on.
People on Twitter were like, oh my god, she looks so tired. Poor baby. I think I like their team outfits the most.
I didn't put anything of that in my memory.
Real. And then there was the third team. The Team Opulence. Lakahana, Eureka, and Alexis. That's also just such a wild team. To me, I didn't see chemistry there from the jump.
Girl, Lakahana and Eureka are best friends. What do you mean?
Wait, and then they had the story arc of
Lifelong
having the
friends.
iconic best friend in the bottom together moment.
Yeah, it had it to happen.
It's just
Eureka produced that. Runway was the runway category was best drag, which I don't love.
It lets them just do a look that they just is just one of their favorite looks, and they can just look pretty and don't have to do the most.
It unofficially became the feather runway.
Feathers are very in. Kennedy Davenport, Rhinestone down.
It's a drag.
I literally could have done without the feathers. I would have just lived
Yeah,
with
it was
a pretty pink, fully rhinestone hot.
She got the
gown.
pink directive.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that.
We were actually referencing her, really. Eureka.
I
that,
hated
big
Eureka's.
thing.
Eureka's was painful to watch. She looked like one of those pigs that you shoot the no.
You call her a pig.
No, she looked like one of those pigs in Angry Bird. She did.
Why not one of the birds?
She's the pink little pig that you blow up.
No, but the pigs in Angry Bird are green. That was so random to me.
And wouldn't you want to look good?
Fierce's runway, legendary.
I hated the when it was a veil, but then she took it off, and I liked it a bit more. But
It's so camp.
It was really camp.
I can't. You need to be real. You need to be
camp.
so real.
It was fun.
I
I don't like unfitted latex.
It's uncritiquable.
I don't like unfitted latex. If we want to critique it,
it's uncritiquable.
Okay.
It is so camp that you can't tell me.
Well, then I guess she won't mind me critiquing it then.
Well, good luck. Not afraid to reference. Or
If
not
she
reference.
references that goddamn dress one more time,
Yeah.
I'll start being pissed.
Yeah, if it's one more time, I'm gonna be over it. But this time,
But no, it was just enough. It was referenced just enough.
and it was.
This is your episode to
over-exaggerated
reference
just
it.
enough.
So good for you. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
Was there Alexis in this
Also
was stunning.
feathers.
This
Yeah.
was stunning.
The most.
The giant feathered butthole, where it's you're going you're squirrel diving. What's that called?
Like the backpack.
Yeah.
It's so grand.
It was.
It's a gesture, really.
It was clearly very expensive.
Yeah, and the fact that she probably just
A
pulled
gorgeous
that out
color
of her
too.
closet is actually.
Who else we got? Who was next?
Lakahana's look was the red
Oh, that one was cool.
Wait, that was her entrance, and you said you hated it.
Which one?
The red was her entrance, and you said you didn't like
Oh,
it.
I was thinking LaPhil.
But the red.
Lakahana looked terrible.
The runway was the scorpion.
The
thing.
scorpion that was just
It
dangling
was
my
so
thread.
tiny.
The dress that was completely forgettable.
Expense disconnect with her drag and the other queens' drag, and that's unfortunate because when you are next to Alexis and Kennedy, that look is just gonna look so much more unfinished.
Yeah,
and it's so jarring.
It verges on bullying. The fact that she was included in this cast. And that's like, that maybe that sounds harsh. But if
like
we're being...
You're saying this when you look like this, and I love that.
I don't have to be
Good is
beautiful.
very broad. And neither do they.
Yes, they do. Oh, they're on a TV show where they being judged.
This-
I get
Girl,
to
what
judge
am I-
people. This is what I'm doing.
You better wait for the comments, bitch.
Ugh.
I'm
And
gonna
I
be
can't
in there.
wait for them to tell me this hair is ugly and me to be like, I know. Just tease an abused piece of wig on the back of my head.
I often think about Jinx saying, I tried to tease it, but
Just
I
pissed
pissed
it
her
off.
Ty Domi's runway, gorgeous. It's so sad that she couldn't move in it.
I love
But-
it from the waist up.
Doesn't matter. This if would they have read her? Yeah, but she was safe, so they didn't.
So they didn't have
but
to.
also, okay, well that's all the looks. Now,
Did we actually get all of them?
no, don't know.
No, we didn't talk about LaFille.
Oh,
and it was
you're
great.
right. What was it?
It was the red with like big shoulders.
LaFille, runway, Diva.
That was great.
Yeah.
LaFille has not done a single thing that I don't like yet. It's good for her. It's a little boring, but you know. Oh, we didn't talk about Lemon's runway.
We didn't.
No, it
I
was.
thought it was like yellow and shiny and.
That covers it. That was her entrance look, but it covers it the same.
Can you reloop that footage of us?
Yeah, we'll use the same clip that we used to talk about her entrance look and just put it in and talk about her runway look.
No, it was more stoned, and I appreciate that.
It was more stoned. And had a stone shoe, which they pointed
They
out.
caught
They
the
made
heel.
sure to point it out.
Brooklyn is
real.
there for the detail. She will clock the heel, and I love it. Lemon had a hard decision.
It honestly
be
was
for
a
real
hard
or be for fake. And
She chose to be for real, which I think at this point in the game is the smarter choice.
yeah, it's way too early. Yeah. And if you pissed off Alexis, put her in the bottom.
Oh.
And she stayed.
That's why Derek don't like you.
And you just clearly are playing the shady route. Eureka produced Untucked. I don't want to lip sync.
I just don't want to. That was crazy. She was like, fierce.
I gotta be real with you.
I have to be so. I just don't want to lip sync. I just don't want to. These other hags over here, let them duke it out.
It was in that
It's
moment
their time.
Fierce decided this is my best friend.
No, fierce was real too when she was like, girl, save
Send me
Donna.
there,
She's
it's
gonna go
all.
home next week.
And then the lip sync. The lip sync.
Was that Q and Plane fighting a dragon?
You
Because Q like touched her and Plane like went off on her.
touched her like
I don't know. I didn't see the clip of her touching. I just saw the clip where she turned around.
TS was like, if it was not under this like production professional setting, what would have happened? And Amanda was like, I would have hit the bitch.
Really?
And yes, and Plane was like, well, I would never put my hands on a trans woman, so I would take a mandatory beating. And she ate that.
Did eat that. That's a good one. Wait, can you see my toes?
No, thank God.
So now we have a lip sync. It was an emotional one, and it was a pretty song.
Bitch.
It wasn't emotional. It was
My
emotional.
emotion is boredom an emotion.
It's my new signature line. I'm gonna have to get it on a shirt. I can't wait.
Okay.
To me personally, Eureka like has always given like good
She does do the
juicy
ballads.
emotion.
She does
face,
ballads
like,
well.
and like it reminisced me back to like Since You've Been Gone when she iconically, controversially slayed Silky Nutmeg Ganache in the lip sync slay down Spectacular Lollapalooza Eleganza Supreme. Because the Since You've Been Gone like emoting and like she was talking in the confessional about her mom and it was just like she knows how to bring the emotion there and she did better to me. Do you think she did better? Do you think Lagana had her number?
I could barely keep my eyes open during this lip sync.
Bitch, get out of here.
She finally won something, and that's the title of the double pork chop. So, good Alright, round of applause.
Overall, a pretty juicy episode. I feel like there's gonna be a nice dynamic between us.
I feel like they're opinionated divas. Eureka and Alexis already gonna fight.
They decided to do a wrestling promo because the producers were watching the season back and they were like,
Bam! Did you watch the preview of what's happening next week?
I did not. Are you gonna give me the rundown?
I think I did, but I don't remember it. So I guess we'll see you next week.
Rosie the DQ picture inserted here. Slay.
Yeah, she slays so much. I'm gonna point here in case the picture's here. And I'm also gonna point here in case the picture's here. And just in case, I'm gonna point here in case the
I'm
picture's
excited
here.
for what these photos are gonna be.
Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube page. Leave a comment. Tell us what you love about the episode. Tell us what you love about the actual episode. And tell us what you want to see us do next week. Tell us if you have any outfit category ideas.
Yeah, so we're trying to match outfits every week. This week we did pink in honor of Brooklyn because she wore pink.
And she looked gorgeous
She did
in that
look really,
Suki
really good.
gown. Suki doll ate that.
Oh, was it Suki?
Yeah, the icon.
That's purple. That's plum.
You better read her because it's a reach of pink. It's like such a pink reach, but they told me no soul can clock.
She's crazy for that.
She is.
You're also taking this all out, or I will actually come to your home
Well,
and
yeah.
murder you.
Oh, say hi, Rosie.
Good night, everybody.
Goodbye. Ow.
Oh my god, it's giving Jazz Masters. Oh my god. It's gonna be so much choreography.
Please smell. Hairnography.
No, what? Like us serving y'all all of this,
Don't
all
touch
of this.
Angles.
Oh wow.